Actually, I'd love to start from when you first got the script. And what was it about it that was really charming? And then what were the things that you wanted to work on to kind of maybe bring yourself into making it?
I think the things that I found, I guess just as an idea, the film is incredibly simple, and that was attractive to me. It's unapologetically happy, and it's also, a singular story about two people wandering around, and with really funny jokes. And I think, like, I love comedy, and I also loved the idea of making something that was actually, like, quite simple. And also there's so much room there to build a world. And obviously, I'm sure it was set in Camden originally, and I kind of felt like this is a great opportunity to also have a third character in the film, which is South London. And so I was excited by the fact that, I can add I can add my sort of world building, I guess, expertise to this film.
To then have it done in Peckham. The biggest other thing is having your two leads. And then how long did it take for you to find David and Vivian? And what was it about their chemistry that you're like, this is the right mix? Because I'm sure you saw a bunch of people
yeah, we saw a lot of amazing people, actually. And it took, I'd say, a normal amount of time. It was COVID, so it was annoying. We had to look at tapes initially, and I always like to see people in real life. But I loved them straight away. I was pretty decided. The casting director, Carmel Cochran, and I were like obsessed with both Vivian and David separately. But the scary thing was like, okay, now we're going to get them in a room together. And if they don't have chemistry, then what are we going to do? And so obviously, hopefully, as you can see in the film, they do, and it's amazing. But for us, that first moment when we put them in the room together, we were really scared because we loved them so much. And it was like, woo! I mean, it sounds so cheesy, like to say, we put them in the room together, and it was just like, boom. But it really was. It really, really was. They complement each other so well. And obviously, they're just brilliant actors and brilliant people. Because my thing is, I don't work with horrible people. Everyone has to be a good person, and they're also wonderful, kind people. So, yeah. I
As you
think it
got
was
to know
easy to
them
find them.
better, how much of them kind of, because I heard that you run a very collaborative situation, like set, and I'm just curious, like, what was it like to then work with these actors who got to live with these these characters a little bit more, and what elements of them did they bring to the screen that maybe wasn't there initially on the script?
I mean, I'd say elements of them. I wouldn't say, I can't really answer how much of themselves they actually put into the characters. I know that, both of them are incredibly different to Yaz and Dom, especially David being a Man United fan and Dom being Crystal Palace fan, which he talks about quite a lot. but but I think that they brought, I mean, so much, to the characters. They are incredible actors, and, all of their ideas, all of the details, whether it's how like he, how Dom kind of awkwardly moves around, or how Yaz kind of nervously overcompensates and acts really confident, it's like they brought so much to those characters. And I think, Viv definitely recognizes little bits of herself in Yaz, but also for us with Yaz, like, it was important that she just felt like a real woman, rather than like this sort of, I think in rom-coms sometimes you can get this sort of like woman that kind of like is just like laughs at the guy's jokes, and it was really important that she felt really funny and was almost like the in a way like the funny one. But yeah, I think they brought everything to it. Obviously, they're amazing and incredibly talented, and super excited about their futures.
To bring this area of Peckham onto the screen, it for me it felt very immersive, and I'm just curious, when you were kind of choosing the areas of where you wanted to shoot, I I saw this area, I smelt the area, if that makes any sense. It was really just a lovely, immersive kind of like experience for me. And I'm just curious, like, how does one kind of bring that to a screen? Because it is really quite a difficult challenge to be able to like take all the essence of something and then throw it onto for us to experience.
Yeah, I guess that's the job of a director, right? Like, you need to make sure that every department is singing from the same hymn sheet, and the hymn sheet is, how I kind of see it and how I, want to portray it. But also it's making sure that every department is incredible at what they do, and that I trust them so much that I actually don't need to tell them what to do that much, Obviously for me, it's like, one of my big things is to almost like for things to almost be like accidentally art directed, or all these terms sound slightly wanky, but authentic, elevating something that's actually quite authentic, even though the film is incredibly colorful and pretty stylized. Most of it comes from a place of truth. When you walk down Rye Lane Market, you probably will see somebody dressed in something sparkly and unusual. You go through Brixton Market, there might be a woman walking with a dog in a pram. Like, that is the beauty of London, and it was really important to capture it. And, I think it's worth saying, like, I wanted to capture it on a good day. Like, it's not always a great day in South London, but this is a good day. And, and therefore the sun is shining, things are slightly more colourful, people are in a good mood. It's a good day in Peckham and in Brixton. And I guess like to sort of make all of that, try and put that into a little bucket, a little bottle, and share it with the world. It's just going, that is the vision, Peckham on a good day, Brixton on a good day. And sort of like celebrating those micro moments, like, when you're sitting in a park having a chat, being a bit loud, there might be a man topless in the corner that looks out of the window. All those like little things that I added in are just things that I love about London. And and everybody knew that I worked with, and everybody agreed with that and sort of had ideas on that too. So yeah, I think it's just, I guess it was just determination and sort of being quite clear on like what I wanted to do. I think that's hopefully why you can smell the film.